At my latest retreat, I was asked, Caden, how do you listen to wealth frequencies in silence? And I said, silently. Because silence is not just the absence of sound. Silence is a spiritual discipline, a meditation practice, and a kind of mindfulness most self-help gurus keep to themselves. It's also what magically happens to negative comments left by people who simply do not understand the work. Silenced, cleansed, energetically removed. Now, most people think wealth frequencies need music. 528 hertz, 963 hertz, or a woman named Erin whispering, receive, like she just discovered breathwork content can be monetized. Admirable, entrepreneurial, also naive, because that niche is way oversaturated. The real wealth frequency is silence, not ordinary silence. Anyone can be quiet, except vegans. But spiritual silence is different. Spiritual silence has posture. Spiritual silence has eye contact. Spiritual silence makes people assume you know something, even when what you know is mostly some plagiarized sayings and how to pause before saying abundance. I learned that from Jay Shetty. That's the first principle. Never underestimate the commercial power of not finishing a sentence. People will do the work for you. They'll lean in, they'll fill the silence, they'll project wisdom into the gap. And if they're vulnerable enough, they'll call it energy healing. Love it. I'm Caden Vale, abundance guide, retreat visionary, manifesting mentor, and founder of a silent wealth frequency so powerful, even I haven't heard it. And I created it, which is how you know it works. Now, I used to think silence was empty. I had limiting beliefs. I thought changing a scarcity mindset to a money mindset needed the vibrational frequency of binaural beats. I was young. I was unregulated. I had not yet learned that emptiness becomes valuable once you put it inside a course. So I sat down. No playlist, no chanting, no prayer bowl, no guided meditation, no man called Nathaniel telling me my solar plexus is financially contracted while holding a tuning fork tuned to 528 hertz. Just me, my breath, and a mental list of 1-star reviews I had to return to the quantum field. And by return to the quantum field, I mean remove, with love. Because not every review is feedback. Some reviews are low-frequency projections left by people who expected results after downloading the free silence. That's entitlement. So I breathed in, held, and exhaled like a man whose refund policy had transcended litigation. Then I whispered, I am ready to receive. And silence answered. Not with words, obviously. Words create expectation. Expectation creates accountability. Accountability creates emails. Yuck. Silence answered with stillness. The kind of stillness you feel during a tax audit when your accountant gently places one hand on your shoulder and says, maybe let me do the talking. That is sacred masculine guidance. Not from the accountant, from the silence between the questions. Now, many people misunderstand silence. They think silence means peace. Sometimes. But silence can also mean restraint. Silence can mean mystery. Silence can mean your family has agreed not to discuss your current life choices because everyone is trying to enjoy Christmas. Powerful. And yes, I know what you are thinking. Caden, isn't silence just avoidance? Define avoidance. Because avoidance is running away from the truth. Silence is staying very still until your subconscious believes your version of the truth. Different frequency. This is where most abundance teachers make the mistake. They talk too much. They over-explain their method. They verbalize their ideologies. Sometimes they even show unverifiable credentials. Sweet, but oversharing. A true transformation mentor knows that the less you say, the more sacred the audience assumes the missing information must be. That's why I provide no clinical research results. Not because they don't exist, because research lives in the mind. My work is body-led. It's somatic healing. And the body knows. The womb knows. The nervous system knows. The bank statement also knows. But we don't center that. Now, when I first began teaching wealth frequencies in silence, people were confused. They said, Caden, there is no sound. Exactly. That's the deluxe version. The free version has a lady humming in the background. The paid version has nothing. Because nothing is where the projection gets cleanest. When there is sound, people judge the sound. When there is silence, people judge themselves. And that's easier to sell. A man once messaged me and said, I listened to your silent wealth frequency for 20 minutes and nothing happened. I thought to myself, he's not ready for this work yet. So I blocked him, not out of anger, out of respect for his journey. Some people are not ready for silence. Some people need noise. Some people need flutes and sitars. Some people need a woman named Erin whispering, "Receive," into both ears like financial consent is happening. And that is fine. There is no shame. There is only readiness and billing. But the advanced student understands silence. The advanced student knows that silence can be full of restraint, full of mystery, full of deleted reviews, full of blocked profiles that can no longer harm your brand, full of comment section snitches finally learning the first rule of the sacred work. Not every truth needs a voice. Some truths need a gag, energetically speaking. Because when someone says, "This seems fake," you have two options. You can respond, defend, explain, clarify, destroy the mystique. Or you can remain silent and let their comment disappear into the same place testimonials under 3 stars go to die. That's absolutely not censorship. That's energetic curation. A gallery doesn't display every painting. A retreat doesn't invite poor people. A nervous system doesn't need every opinion. And a comment section does not need someone called Darren asking why all the reviews say life-changing with the exact same comma placement. Darren is not aligned. Darren is evidence-based, which is fine, but not here. Here we breathe. Here we receive. Here we understand that silence is not empty. Silence is a premium absence, the kind of absence people pay for because their own life is too loud to hear them avoiding themselves. That's why silence attracts wealth, because when you stop speaking, people assume depth. When you pause long enough, they call it embodiment. When you make eye contact without answering the question, they begin healing themselves just to escape the awkwardness. And that's the method. Do not explain. Do not defend. Do not answer reasonable follow-up questions. Just breathe. Let the silence hold the room spiritually. Let the silence become a mirror. Let the silence become a portal. Let the silence become whatever the customer needs it to be after checkout. Because the true wealth frequency is not sound. It's what happens when you realize people do not always need answers. Sometimes they just need a quiet space to project their pain onto someone with great hair and a well-crafted landing page. And if someone questions your methods, stay silent. Not because they are right, because silence cannot be verified, and neither can transformation. If you didn't hear the silence, then like this video and subscribe to my channel so you can hear more of my transformational teachings. As always, my beautiful souls, I say namaste. And remember, personal transformation is non-refundable.